welcome back to my channel. So today I would like to talk about what is sexual exploitation. Okay? Basically, sexual exploitation is basically where you are a child and someone, it could be a man or a woman, and they decide that they want to sell you off to the street, or you want something that they have and you're too young really to know what the full consequence of getting into it is. So they sell you on the street. You have to sleep with older men and women or whatever the fuck likes you, and get raped and kidnapped and all this shit. So that's my definition. So what is CSE, or child sexual exploitation? It says here that CSE is a form of abuse in which a person or persons of any age takes advantage of a power imbalance to force or entice a child into engaging in sexual activity in return for something. It doesn't always have to be money. It can be for a place to stay. It can be for drugs. It can be for clothing. It can be for anything. A fucking purse. It doesn't matter. It's still a transaction of sex. So, yeah. That's what that is. Okay. So the stats on this is very high, I think. In Canada, nearly 3 in 10 victims of police-reported human trafficking are under the age of 18. When I went to my program, this is really, really sad, but they said the youngest person that they got court-ordered into their program for sexual exploitation was, I think she was 11 or 10 years old. But they can be as young as 8 or 9, even younger, actually. You know what? There's no real limit, because this is not, it might not be in Canada, it might, but in Africa, they steal babies from mothers who are on the street, and they sell their babies for sexual exploitation purposes, for trafficking purposes. And these poor women don't know where their babies went. They're just trying to make it, and their kid gets stolen. What kind of shit is that? It's awful. And it happens around the world. It's not just in Canada, it's everywhere. And it is a billion-dollar industry, and it won't be stopped. I'm sorry to say it, but honestly, I don't think it'll ever be stopped. Prostitution is one of the oldest trades out there. So I don't see how they're gonna knock this out of every country in the world, because people pay for it and sex sells, unfortunately. The fucking movie stars, they condone that shit, I think, and those people that dress up like kids condone it with the pedophilia and stuff. There's just people who, the Johns, condone it too. They don't care that you're 13 years old and you're scared and that you don't want him to touch you. They don't care. And, yeah, sorry, I went on a rant. But yeah, 3 in 10 girls or boys are under the age of 18. 93% of the individuals that are trafficked in Canada are Canadian. They are not foreigners. So this stuff happens within your community. It doesn't go outside. That's what a lot of people think, I guess, is that they're like, well, why didn't you go to a different country? Why didn't they ship you off? Because why did they have to when they make money here? They don't need to ship me off to fucking wherever the fuck. They don't need to do that. They could just put me on a street corner or whoever, drug them up, and do that. So, yeah. That's a huge number. And it also says 4 in 5, or 81% of people accused of sexual assault, human trafficking from 2009 to 2018, they are men. So I'm not saying, okay, that number, yes, there's a lot of men that do that, but there are also women. There's a lot of women who are involved somehow. Even if they are still prostitutes, some will recruit other girls so they can move up or they can get out of being a prostitute. If they can show that they can bring girls in and make money that way, they will, because they don't want to do this. And unfortunately, girls, like, I trusted girls. I trusted girls a lot. I thought maybe because a guy did this to me that the girls were going to be okay. The girls were going to help me, and that wasn't even the case. Honestly, when he put me out on that street corner, those girls were horribly mean. They used to fucking tell me to get the fuck off their corner, that I was going to take their money, and they'd fucking kick me off the fucking corner, literally, with their heel, boot, like, fucking hit you, and all this shit. They'll make sure. And when you come home with a black eye, your pimp goes, "Where's my money?" And you don't make... My quota was $2,000 a night. I had to make $2,000 a night. Didn't matter. If it was cold out, it didn't matter. So, they don't care. Nobody cares in that life. They don't. They're all trying to either, like, fucking protect themselves. Like, it's survival. Do you protect other people in survival? No, not likely. So, it's a harsh life. And, unfortunately, when other women do find out about you being a, even a child prostitute, they categorize you. Like, oh, she's a hoe. Oh, she just likes to have sex. Oh, she's dirty. That's all she's good for. Oh, you can't turn a hoe into a housewife kind of shit. Well, I did. I'm a housewife, and I was a hoe. So, this stigma around, being trafficked, yes, I understand that there's women out there, but they don't want to do it either. Yeah, there's some on OnlyFans or whatever, and, shit like that, but that's online, and they're safe. This is like real prostitution shit. This is like somebody takes you or threatens you because he says you're, you know the rest, Okay, so now, like, it used to be more on the street, where there still is. 17th Ave is notorious. Where the stroll is, and, you pick up your trick, or they pick you up, sorry, and, there you go. Oh my god, my feet are so sore. Sorry, guys. Okay, I got my slippers on. Okay, so why I'm saying this is because online luring is now the most common way for traffickers to lure their victims. So you don't even have to be walking down the street and the guy goes rolling up to you in his car and goes, "Hey baby, you're so cute, let's go for a ride." No. It's fucking Facebook. "Oh, I like you. Oh, you're so cute. You want to go out sometime?" And then next thing you know, bam, he's a fucking pimp. That's, yeah, Nexopia was my fucking bad news, so my nose is getting uglier. It's got this bump in it. Ugh. Anyway, I might need a nose job at one point in my life, yeah. Alright. There's also, like I said, there's also finding lost or homeless youth and children. But it's not as common. It still happens, but it's not as common. What is online sexual exploitation? It can be child sexual abuse material, actual but also fictitious written depictions of child sexual abuse, audio, video, and images of child porn. Even if you are a teenager, this is very important too. If you're a teenager and you think this is fucking funny for some reason, and you decide to ask a girl to send you pictures of her top half, let's say, and you show that to people, that's distributing child porn. You will be charged. You might be. Not you will, but you might be. Sorry. Yeah, that's not good. So don't do that. And it hurts that person severely. There's girls and guys who have gone through that. And my brother's gone through that. Except he's not a youth anymore. He's freshly, well, he's not freshly 18 anymore. He's 18. Some girl told him to take a picture of something, you know what. And she said, if you don't want your picture going out, you need to send me $300. To my brother, my little brother. There's sickos out there like that. And me and my mom told them, usually, no good girl wants a dick pic. I don't think really any girl wants a dick pic. So, we told them, thank God the picture, it didn't get distributed. But, it was just really awful to hear that happen to my little brother. I felt really bad for him, and that could have really hurt him. And if that happened, I would have been so pissed off, and I would have tried to find that person. Okay? So there's also self-generated materials, sexting, and that's the one I was just talking about. Youth-generated explicit images and or videos on the web, which are often further distributed without consent. That is really, really bad, because you don't know who's going to get a hold of that picture, and that can ruin someone's life. That could come back to haunt them 10 years later. So don't be awful to people. There's also sextortion, use of coercion and threats to extort child sex exploitation images, videos from youth, either by youth or adult offenders. That's what I had. So in that house that I was saying that he had, there was a bed. Yeah, we had actual beds, not mattresses. Making $2,000 a night. I would hope we all had fucking beds. So, we would also have to make movies that he would sell on the web. And he would say, you guys need to pretend you're 18. So, if anybody asks you, what age are you? 18. So, and, the ones that, do that, they know you're not overage. They know you're underage. They just don't care. And I've also been in hotel rooms. I worked as an illegal stripper in a club, an illegal club. I think it was called Fox or Red Fox or something like that. Oh God. I don't even want to talk about that one, but I guess I will. The car dates are very dangerous. Shit like that. It's very dangerous. Oh, right. So, for the online thing, I'm sorry, I keep trailing off. So in order for you to become a victim, they usually groom and lure you into their circle. And once they have you in their circle, you're so brainwashed, you're so scared, you don't know how to get out, you're in over your head, you don't know. And he knows what he's doing because he's 20 years older than you. So, grooming and luring is the use of applications and platforms to connect with children and or youth for the purpose of sexually exploiting them. So, they can make up a little Facebook account or whatever they want to use. My case, again, was Nexopia, and he said, hey, I like you. You're cute. We should hang out sometime. And because I was getting bullied at school, I was like, yay. Perfect. A boy. So, yeah. There's also live child abuse streaming. And that is viewing of child sexual abuse in real time. Often involves the offender directing the abuse. And there's made to order content. Sorry, guys. Ugh. I'm sorry, okay, okay, made to order content, ordering videos, images to suit the offender's preferences. So that's like, I don't even know how they do this stuff. Like, I just know of it. So I don't know how they do this. I don't know how they make made to order content, where they put it, and the police don't know where to find it, but it's probably on the dark web or some shit, and it's disgusting. Okay. So, there's some slang with this that I guess I wanted to say. There's branding. I have a Playboy bunny. Right here. Sorry. Oh my goodness. Right there is my brand. It's not meant to look that nice. It's just a brand saying that I'm so-and-so's pimp, and that's what he used, the Playboy bunny. That was Sam, my first pimp. I don't think I've ever said his name on here, but his name was Sam, and then there was a guy named Anthony. So that would be a tattoo or a burn on a victim's body indicating who her pimp is, or his, or her or his pimp. Sorry. Grooming is a pimp's process of building up a victim with flattery and then breaking her down or him down with manipulation and threats to make them compliant. Dates, John's tricks are purchasers of sex. In-call is when you go to the girl's house or a hotel. Out-call is when you go out to the guy's house or a motel that he's got, or a car date. Gorilla or gorilla pimp, they're just different spelling. Relationship between victims, primarily through beatings or torture. Okay, so there's a finesse pimp as well, or a Romeo pimp. You know what that is. Basically, who prides himself on controlling his victims psychologically. The pimp will fiend a love interest, flattering a girl and buying her nice gifts, and then use her trust and dependency to break her into submissiveness. I had both kinds. I've had a gorilla pimp. I've had a finesse pimp. Track or stroll is a street location for sex. The track often... The interest? What? Never mind. Bottom, the head girl within a stable. We never used these words, it was our house. A stable is basically where the guy keeps all the girls in. Who often is in charge with recruiting other women and girls. Prosecutors debate on whether to charge her when she is involved in trafficking of other girls, but she's also a victim, so they're kind of like, what the hell do we do with her? Okay, so that was it. That was my information on sexual exploitation. More of it anyway. I'm sorry that I rambled on about my stuff. This stuff really triggers me, and then it just blah, 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 right? So that's what trauma does sometimes. Anyways, I hope you guys don't mind this video. I'm sorry, it can be really triggering, especially for other people who've been in it. But yeah, I'm gonna end it here, and thank you guys for watching my videos. I will see you guys later. Bye.